So I just had this conversation with a professor of economics at a major university. Obviously, I'm not going to mention the name of that university or who that professor is. I talked to a lot of people around the globe, but I had an in-person vis-a-vis conversation with someone who is quite knowledgeable, and I was sharing with that professor of economics that I have a friend from childhood who's a mathematician, PhD professor of math on the East Coast and out here, not where I am, but down the road, so to speak, and that he's one of the world's foremost probabilists. And what we were talking about was this notion of a recession. And I learned some things today that are interesting that gave insight into the current talks regarding a recession. And I'm convinced there is no recession, there is no recession whatsoever, and that the belief that there is a recession is based on the trade war and some different sensors and alarms that have gone off, but not indicating that there is a full-fledged recession. So what we talked about was micro recessions, mini recessions, and the cycle of recessions. And what he was saying was that in the field of economics, what is being discussed now is the question, are recessions cyclical? Are recessions to occur regularly? And if so, on what basis? Is it a timed basis? Do we know? Does the public know? Do actuaries know? Do actuarial scientists know? Do economists know? Do statisticians know? Do mathematicians know? Do casual observers know? Do stock market brokers and analysts know? Is it set in stone that there must be a recession sometime in the future? I mean, obviously, recessions don't occur on a regularly occurring basis. It's not like they occur every 7 years or 70 years or 77 years or 770 years, right? Because then we would fucking know. But is there a way to predict when there might be or will be another recession? Is the question within the world of economics now, as was presented to me by the professor of economics. And he didn't believe that there was a recession looming. I don't believe that there is. And he invests in the markets, as do I. And just looking out at the landscape and the horizon, there doesn't appear to be any fucking recession, man. Now, again, there have been some indicators that have flashed, some lights that have come on here and there. But that's most likely as a result of tariffs and the trade war. That doesn't mean that there's a motherfucking recession. That's just a byproduct. That's just a product. That's just a result of the trade wars that have been ongoing. But it doesn't mean that it's going to result in a recession. Bottom fucking line. You see how easy it is to get that information rather than listening to 30 minutes or 15 minutes of information on some radio station? I'm Once or Grow. This is C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. No, I'm not here to give any kind of legal, business, or financial advice. This is just purely casual observation.